Welcome to Professor Mead's Booze 101 course. Today's lesson, the bars. That's right. Professor Mead recommends if you're going to booze it up, you should do it at home. For one, it is cheaper. Two, if you throw up, likelihood nobody's going to punch you out because it's your place. You know, you clean up your mess. But you might end up in a bar. So, if you do, I've got a few pointers concerning the bars. Number one, bartender. All right? You roll in this bar, and it's just you and the bartender. Now, other places will tell you, what are you doing at a bar that early? You should definitely show up later when more people are around. Well, screw that. We're going there to get hammered. So it's just you and the bartender. You're going to have to make conversation with this fella. And if he's not making conversation with you, scram. Go find another bar, okay? He's not doing his job. It's really simple. You just make conversation with the guy until he quits acknowledging you. Okay? And when you're trying to get his attention, you just make eye contact and you smile. He'll come over and see what you want, all right? Don't call him pal, don't call him chief or buddy. You just do what old Professor Mead said. Make eye contact and smile, and he'll come ask you what you want. Step two, tip the bartender. Yeah. Now, some of you are going to say, hey, Kurt, I don't have money to tip the bartender. Then you don't have money to drink in a bar, okay? Go back to what I said earlier about drinking at home. It's easier that way. Now, if that bar is slammed and that bartender busy as hell, don't come up with some crazy concocted drink that you want him to make. I want to make a Manhattan, but can you put... No, you're going to stick with shots and beers. Stuff like that. Really simple. Got it? Bartender. The next lesson. Oh, hook it up! Yeah, that's right. You may be single and in pursuit of the opposite sex or maybe the same sex, okay? But these tips are going to work whoever you're pursuing because you're going to buy that person a drink. Yeah, it's currency there. It's a nice opener. How you doing? I bought you a drink. Now, if you buy that person a drink and they refuse it, that person doesn't like you. Move on. If you buy that person a drink and they accept the drink, it still doesn't mean they like you. They're just grateful you bought them a drink. But if that person bought you a drink, they like you. It's really simple. Don't screw that up. Got it? Next, the final lesson. You're drinking. You're going to end up in the bathroom. That's right. So, I have some idea how it works in the ladies' room because when you go into that populated bar and you head back to the bathroom, there's a line in the ladies' room and there's not one in the men's. That's because ladies go in there and they gossip and their business takes longer. So they make it sort of a social thing. That's why it takes longer. But men, no eye contact and we're not going to talk. You go in there, you do your business, and you scram. Okay? Pretty simple. And if you're cruising past your fifth or say your sixth drink, you're going to want to avoid the mirror. Because I know you think you're Tony Stark. Holy shit, you are not at that point. Okay? Likely your shirt's untucked, your hair's messed. You look like you got smacked around. Alright? So, those are a few tips about the bars. I'm sure we'll touch on this again because this I could go on all day about the bars. But I'm going to go on about what I picked up today, which is Founders Re-DANK-Ulous. This is Imperial Red IPA. And as this bottle ensures me, hold on, I got to read this because you know me, I love my hoppy IPAs, all right? And it says here that the hops are the true headliner in this big IPA. The spicy, piney, and tropical complexities of Chinook, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops hit you right away with their dank aroma, and they stick around. It's not just ridiculous, it's Re-DANK-Ulous. Now, camera 4, being a youthful young lady, has informed me that dank now occupies another spot that it did in my youth, and that means something's cool. So, being that I'm on board with hoppy IPAs, I can't wait to find out how cool this is. Boom! I'm going to pour it in my pint glass. As advertised, a nice amber color and a frothy head. Now, this is a pricey beer. Founders doesn't put out a cheap beer. So, well, it doesn't smell as hoppy as I thought it would, but it's got a, man, that's a sweet smell. Oh boy. Yeah. It's sweet and hoppy. It doesn't have a pinch of that pine notes at all. Let's get a big old gulp of this. Oh man. You know, I'm kind of torn here, Founders. This is tasty. This is not the super hoppy punch that I was expecting, but it is good. Now, if you're going to plunk down your hard-earned money for this and you're a hoppy guy like I am, you're probably not going to be satisfied. I wouldn't have called this Re-DANK-Ulous. This is an above-average Imperial red, but I don't know. I'm going to say 7 out of 10. For the money, though, this should be have way more impact. So, this is your old pal Kurt saying, if you're rich, buy this beer.